End every workout the right way with Core Power. Fueled by 26 grams of high-quality protein to give your body what it needs when it needs it. Recover and build lean muscle with Core Power.
Hi, welcome to your neighborhood pharmacy.
Hi, I've got a prescription for diabetes test strips. How much is the copay?
Well, it depends on your type of commercial insurance and factoring in your yearly spend, subtracting the deductibles, also depending on your monthly allowance.
Why can't there be a better option?
Or you could try Contour Next test strips. A 35 count's only $19.99 over the counter and proven to be highly accurate. Go to contournext.com/radio to see if over-the-counter strips are a more affordable option for you.
I think I'll try Contour Next.
Welcome to the Hypothalamic Amenorrhea podcast. I'm Danny Sheriff, your host, certified fertility awareness practitioner, functional nutrition counselor, and founder of the HA Society, and of course, an HA recovery coach who has walked where you currently are walking. This is the place to come if you care about getting your period regularly. This podcast aims to educate, inform, and keep you motivated on your period and HA recovery track. So let's dive in. But last thing, nothing on the show should be taken as medical advice, so please seek the advice of your physician. The HA Society is taking clients. Coach Ashley and I work one-on-one with HAers, as we call you, to help you figure out a plan and, of course, implement it and stay accountable. Whether you've worked with a health practitioner already and you just want to stay accountable and strategic with the plan that they've laid out for you, or you want to start from scratch looking at all the aspects of your recovery needs and to create a game plan to reach those needs, then we are definitely your girls. When you sign up to work one-on-one with one of us, we're going to go over your history, your biggest obstacles, ensure that we're taking into account your specific goals, and start making a plan to reach them. So those goals could be getting your period back, could be getting pregnant, could be getting back to exercise or sport, or simply working on your mindset around your body image and long-term recovery. We also can teach you the fertility awareness method. So if you want to learn that so that you have the skills you need to go out into the world on your own without fear of getting HA again, we have got your back. So our coaching packages are either weekly or bi-weekly and only a month at a time commitment. So you're not paying tons and tons of money for 5-6 months. It's month to month, which is awesome. Makes perfect sense for period recovery, right? So to learn about other women's experiences working with us and to apply for a coaching spot, plus ask any questions that you might have before getting started, just go to thehasociety.com/coaching. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danny Sheriff, and I'm excited to be talking to you today about the role of creatine and does it have a place within amenorrhea recovery. So this is not actually a question that I get often, but it's a topic I wanted to dive into. I actually wanted to dive into a lot of different supplements over the next few months, so keep an eye out. I'm talking about collagen, I'm going to talk about ashwagandha. If you have any other recommendations about supplements or areas of nutrition to look into and how it may play a role in your menstrual cycle health in general or getting your missing period back, please let me know in the comments. But otherwise, today let's talk about creatine. So in my coaching practice and at the HA Society, we do not believe in supplementing your way out of hypothalamic amenorrhea. So don't get it twisted, that's not what this is about. You absolutely must have the key fundamentals of nutrition, stress, exercise, and lifestyle covered in order to get your period back. Now, sometimes it can be fun and beneficial to actually look into and add in a few helpful supplements for recovery. One that we do not talk about very often is creatine. And as I said, I've almost never been asked this question, but it makes me think that we should. Like, there are some supplements out there that no one's talking about in recovery. And so I want to talk about them and I want to see if they help with you the way that they have with some of my clients. First, what is creatine? So creatine is actually heavily studied, especially compared to many of the other supplements on the market, which is why I thought it would be a great one to cover. These studies have shown increased strength gains, lean body mass building, improved power and performance for strength training and power athletes, and even help with digestive issues, which comes up a lot in practice here at the HA Society at least. So creatine is made of 3 amino acids: methionine, arginine, and glycine. These are found in red meat, fish, eggs, and they're also found inside of our body. And when it comes to off the shelf, creatine monohydrate is the most common and the best form for you to take. So creatine works by enhancing your body's ability to create energy, also known as ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It does not store, like your body does not store significant amounts of ATP inside of our energy stores, and thus we need a constant supply of them to keep up the amount that we need. That is a lot of work for your body to produce, right? The more ATP cells that you have in storage, the more energy that your body has for, traditionally your workout is how a lot of the creatine studies are looked at. But for our particular situation with HA, we can utilize that even more so. And I'm going to get to this shortly. So in a gym setting, taking creatine will allow for your body's ability to do more work in the gym, to regenerate ATP much faster. In practice, this allows weightlifting athletes to perform just like 1 or 2 extra reps. And this pays off in the long run quite a lot, because the accumulated effect of performing those traditional reps means more muscle growth and getting stronger, and performance outcomes are better. Creatine, it allows for increased muscle gains due to increased water content within the muscle cells, which is where the benefits for getting your actual missing period back or optimizing your cycle may come in. By pulling more water into the muscle cells, this effect, it triggers protein synthesis. And that means we're minimizing protein breakdown and increasing glycogen synthesis, allowing you to train or be active without as much impact on your energy source. Now, getting your period back is all about decreasing energy output to preserve the energy input that we currently have. I hope that made sense. So as I have been mentioning, there are plenty of well-known benefits to creatine, especially when it comes to reaching performance goals in training and athletics. But what about the other areas that it might be beneficial for? That probably relate to HA. Hear me out. Gut health. I have seen a number of women in recovery who had gut and digestive issues, and it makes it very difficult as a result to increase food intake when you have digestive issues. Now, some research suggests that, along with anecdotal evidence, that creatine can help with leaky gut-related issues. So think about it. If you can't eat certain food groups, maybe there is a nutritional deficit for you. Now, creatine plays an important role in the digestive tract, which is needed to maintain that gut-brain barrier function, i.e. avoiding leaky gut.
So over a year ago, I created something called the 7-Day HA Recovery Commitment Challenge. And I've been running it for over a year. It was this free email-based challenge, so lots of reading, but you would get an email every day for 7 days to help you overcome and tackle the different but important areas that you need to be checking off in order to get your period back. Now, over time, I have collected some really great feedback, and upon working with all of these wonderful, amazing women, really started to learn even more about what works and what doesn't. And so I'm excited to be introducing to you guys the updated version. It's called the 7-Day HA Recovery Kickoff, and it is totally designed to help you not just commit to the process and have all of your ducks in a row in terms of important factors that need to be tackled and issues that need to be overcome in order to get your period, but the whole thing is now based in video. So you can listen/watch, and every day for 7 days, we will tackle nutrition. There's actually 2 days of that because it's so big. We'll tackle lifestyle, we'll tackle exercise, your support network, your mindset game. Each video goes from anywhere between 12 minutes and 5 minutes, so it's not very long, but you'll get all of the most important areas and the best tips and strategies for how to implement them. Because I know that going through recovery is hard. There's always an area for each person that is a little bit difficult to execute on. And so the goal, or maybe a lot difficult. So the goal of this challenge is to help you have the the awareness, the self-awareness, and the tools and strategies you need to overcome each of the different issues that AHA recovery faces for us. So get on it. It's great if you're at the very beginning of recovery or if you're halfway through. I mean, we never know how far through we are until it's over, do we? But no matter where you're at, it can be a really good opportunity to check in and look for blind spots and areas where you might be dropping the ball in your nutrition, in your lifestyle, in, maybe it's your support network that's a problem. Maybe exercise is something that you are still struggling with making changes to. So check it out. Go to thehasociety.com/7-day-challenge, or the link will be on the website. So it may be in the show notes of this show. It may not be. Just go to thehasociety.com and you'll find it in the footer, or you'll find it in the pop-up that happens when you visit the page. And we will see you for day 1 of the challenge.
So it helps you to support normal digestion, enzyme secretion, and general gut health. Creatine is awesome. And when your gut health is in check, so is your brain, which of course, as we know, is the root cause of hypothalamic amenorrhea. That's, issues in the brain-gut connection is a big part often of why HA is happening at all. It all starts with food. So creatine significantly enhances cognition and helps resolve issues such as mental fatigue, chronic fatigue, and most of us are experiencing that with HA in some form or another. It's super helpful for your recovery because using creatine will be the most beneficial for hormonally restored women who are back to exercise and combining creatine use with good nutrition. So the use of creatine in your recovery is going to be most beneficial for women who are already hormonally or at least significantly hormonally restored. And those definitely who have decided to come back to exercising or increase their training in any capacity. Creatine for training purposes is an excellent supplement. Vegetarians may find creatine beneficial because our body does not naturally create the required amount that we need. We need to get it from animal proteins for the absolute most part. So by taking it as a vegetarian, there's a benefit there for sure. So let's come to a bit of a conclusion here. As you can tell, I love creatine for recovery, but the truth is it's no time to be doing really intense exercise or to be trying to train at the highest level if you don't have a period and you're trying to get back. That's a big no-no. And keep in mind that, creatine for recovery is probably splitting hairs. But if you are working towards recovery and you have an active job, a really busy lifestyle, or you are an athlete and you have signs that your body's moving in the right direction already, you may want to, with the help of a professional, start using creatine in your diet or your regime. If you're also just simply looking for the specific benefits for gut health relation or any of the other amazing things that have been shown in research about creatine, I don't think that there's any harm done in you using creatine as a tool for recovery. It's just going to help you with your energy. It's going to help you with any digestive issues. If you do start to use it and you have positive experience, I would love to hear about it because this is one of the things that I'm using more and more in practice, and I would love to see more examples of people who are having success or not with the use of creatine in their recovery. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, if you have any suggestions for episodes, please let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe to this channel, hit the thumbs up, all of that good stuff, and come and check us out on Instagram at Danny Sheriff or at the AJ Podcast. And don't forget to listen to the AJ Podcast, the Hypothalamic Amenorrhea Podcast, anywhere that you listen to shows. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening today, guys. Please subscribe to the podcast, and if you could head to iTunes specifically and leave a rating or review, that would help so much because it makes it easier for other people with HA who are Googling around to find the podcast really easily. So if you do that, you're doing a service to all of the women.
Hi, I've got a prescription for diabetes test strips. How much is the copay?
That could take me a while to calculate. In the meantime, you should think about over-the-counter Contour Next test strips. You get 35 for $19.99 and they're highly accurate. For full details, visit contournext.com/radio.